Most people compare the Spectrum Shumo Box and Roku the wrong way. They assume both devices do exactly the same thing. But here's the truth no one tells you. The real difference is not just the apps. It's the entire viewing experience, ecosystem integration, and how simple you want your TV setup to feel every day. And honestly, that distinction matters way more in 2026 than people realize. In this video, I'll explain what the Spectrum Shumo Box actually does, how it compares to Roku, the biggest mistake buyers make before choosing a streaming device, and which type of user each platform fits best. And later, I'll show you the hidden downside many people discover only after switching devices. So let's get straight into it. First, what exactly is the Spectrum Shumo Box? Think of it as a streaming-focused TV platform designed to simplify access to live TV, streaming apps, and Spectrum services in one interface. That's the key idea. Now here's where most people fail immediately. They assume the Shumo Box is just another Roku clone. It's not exactly the same experience. And understanding that changes everything. Now let's make this practical. Imagine Jake mainly watches Spectrum TV, live channels, sports, and a few major streaming apps. For him, the Shumo Box may feel convenient because it integrates directly with Spectrum's ecosystem. Now compare that to Alex. Alex constantly downloads new streaming apps, niche entertainment platforms, gaming-related apps, and advanced streaming tools. Roku may feel more flexible and mature for that kind of usage. That distinction matters enormously. Now here's where things get interesting. Streaming devices today are less about watching TV and more about controlling your entertainment ecosystem. That's the hidden shift happening right now. Now let's discuss interface simplicity because this matters a lot. The Spectrum Shumo Box focuses heavily on easy navigation, streamlined access, and integration with Spectrum services. That appeals strongly to users wanting simplicity, especially households replacing traditional cable boxes. Meanwhile, Roku has years of ecosystem maturity behind it. That means broad app support, strong familiarity, and a huge user base. Now, here's the problem. Many buyers focus only on hardware and completely ignore usability. This is where most people fail again. The best streaming device is usually the one that feels easiest for your daily habits, not necessarily the one with the most technical features. Now in a minute, I'll show you the hidden issue that frustrates many users after switching platforms. But first, let's discuss app support. Roku generally supports a massive range of streaming services and channels. That's one reason it became so popular. The Shumo Box focuses more heavily on mainstream entertainment and Spectrum integration. Depending on your viewing habits, that could either feel convenient or limiting. Now here's where things get interesting again. Some households actually prefer fewer choices. That sounds strange at first. But simpler menus and fewer complicated settings can make TV much easier for families or older users. This is why more features does not automatically mean better experience. Now, let's discuss performance. Most modern streaming devices now handle 4K streaming, major apps, and live TV relatively well. So the bigger question often becomes ecosystem preference, interface comfort, and long-term usability. That's what really separates devices now. Now let's discuss the hidden downside I mentioned earlier. Platform lock-in. This matters more than people realize. The more integrated your device becomes with one provider's ecosystem, the more dependent your setup becomes on that provider's services and updates. For example, Spectrum-focused households may love the Shumo integration. But users wanting maximum platform flexibility may eventually prefer Roku's broader ecosystem approach. That's an important trade-off. Now here's another mistake people make. Ignoring remote control simplicity. This sounds minor, but daily usability matters enormously. A cleaner interface and easier remote can dramatically improve the viewing experience for less technical users. That's one reason simplified streaming systems continue growing. Now, here's where things get interesting. The streaming device market is increasingly becoming an ecosystem battle. Companies want users connected through internet, TV services, streaming apps, voice assistants, and subscription bundles simultaneously. The device itself is only part of the bigger strategy. Now let's answer the practical question viewers really care about. Should you get the Spectrum Shumo box instead of Roku? If you primarily use Spectrum services and want a simple integrated experience, the Sumo box may feel very convenient. If you want maximum app flexibility, broader platform familiarity, and a more established ecosystem, Roku may still feel stronger overall. That's the honest answer. Now, here's another important factor. Household type app. Families, older users, sports-heavy viewers, and tech enthusiasts all prioritize different things. That's why no single streaming device works perfectly for everyone. Usage determines value. Now let's discuss another hidden issue. Subscription confusion. Some users mistakenly assume streaming devices automatically include streaming services themselves. They don't. The device gives you access to platforms. Subscriptions still usually cost extra. That misunderstanding creates frustration constantly. Now here's where things get interesting again. Streaming platforms increasingly blur the line between traditional cable, live TV, and app-based entertainment. Devices like the Sumo box exist because companies know users want simpler all-in-one entertainment systems again. That trend is growing fast in 2026. Now before we finish, let's summarize clearly. The Spectrum Shumo box focuses heavily on simplicity and spectrum integration. Roku focuses more on ecosystem flexibility, broad app support, and long-established streaming familiarity. Neither device automatically wins for everyone. Your viewing habits determine the better option. Now here's the most important takeaway. The best streaming device is not the one with the most features. It's the one that makes your daily entertainment easier without creating unnecessary frustration. That's the smarter way to evaluate streaming tech today. So here's the bottom line. If you mainly use Spectrum services and want a simple integrated TV experience, the Shumo box may absolutely be worth considering in 2026. But users wanting maximum flexibility and broader streaming ecosystems may still prefer Roku overall. The smartest buyers focus on usability and viewing habits instead of chasing technical specs alone. If you found this helpful, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and comment below with which streaming device you currently use most. And if you want, I can also compare Roku, Fire TV, Apple TV, and Shumo side by side for speed, apps, and ease of use.